Joppa! Hi, Newburyport, I'm your Mayor, Sean Reardon, and welcome to the Yankee Homecoming edition of the Mayor's Corner. Happy Thursday, Newburyport. It is a hot one out there today. It looks like we've got some good weather coming up for the next 10 days, and that's important because it is Yankee Homecoming here in Newburyport. And one of my favorite things of the whole year is the Greek Food Festival. So I'm coming to you today live from, well, not live, you're gonna be watching this later, but I'm on Harris Street, I'm at the Greek Church, Nicholson Hall, and the Greek Food Festival has become one of the most important days in my family, right? My family loves the Greek Food Festival. It became such a family event for us as the kids, as they were babies, and now that they're up into middle school and high school. My sister-in-law had her first date with her now husband, and they have 3 beautiful kids here at the Greek Food Festival. It is such a fun event, and the food is just incredible. So whether you like persisio or baklava or a gyro or moussaka, whatever you want, they have it here, and the food is just incredible. So that all starts tomorrow, right? So this is a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it's so popular, sometimes they run out of food on Sunday. So you really gotta watch every day what they have. But it starts on Friday, 11:30 to 8 on Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday, it picks up at 11:30 as well. And like I said, it is so good. The food goes fast, the lines are long, but it's a lot of fun. So please get down here for the Greek Food Festival. It is really one of my funnest days of the year. So I mentioned Yankee Homecoming. So the Greek Food Fest to me is like the unofficial kickoff to Yankee Homecoming, right? It's always that weekend right before Yankee Homecoming really kicks off into high gear. So Saturday is the Yankee Homecoming Brew Fest, okay? And that's gonna be down at Cashman Park. I believe that starts at 6:30, 6 o'clock. And that's the biggest fundraiser for Yankee Homecoming. So just to say a little bit about Yankee Homecoming. So Yankee Homecoming is one of my favorite weeks of the year. I know I just touched my mic, Ryan just gave me a look. It's one of my favorite weeks of the year because I grew up here in Newburyport. So for kids who had working parents or kids who, before the days that kids were overscheduled and everything, like Yankee Homecoming was a guaranteed week in the city for fun, family-friendly events, right? It was something every day. Downtown was a bustle. So growing up here, Yankee Homecoming was just a big deal. And it continues to be a big deal for me. Now that, the first Yankee Homecoming was in 1958. So my dad was 8, my mom was 6 years old. So they got to grow up with Yankee Homecoming too. I got to grow up with it, my brother and sister grew up with it, and now my kids have grown up with Yankee Homecoming. So it doesn't disappoint. There's just something to do every day. So we mentioned we got Greek Food Fest Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We've got the Brew Fest on Saturday. That's the biggest fundraiser for Yankee Homecoming. Again, this is a 100% volunteer-led event. A lot of the money that they raise through the Brew Fest goes right to our fireworks. I don't think people know how much fireworks cost, but just for 5 minutes of fireworks can be upwards of thousands of dollars, right? So, we average anywhere between a $20,000 and a $30,000 display each year. And that's really just based on donations and the fundraising that they do. So if you haven't bought tickets to the Brew Fest yet, it looks like Saturday's gonna be a great day. Buy your tickets, even if you don't really wanna go. It's just great to support Yankee Homecoming because again, it's a volunteer event. People give their time and their love of the city during that week. So again, look that up. It's yankeehomecoming.org. Actually, no, it's .com, yankeehomecoming.com, and then you can get the link to the Brew Fest from there and then get tickets, and hopefully I'll see you on Saturday down at Cashman Park. Old Fashioned Sunday is on the Sunday following, so it's right up here at Bartlett Mall. They do a little opening ceremonies. I get to speak at that, which I really like to do. There's a lot of past chair people of the Yankee Homecoming, and it's just a lot of family-friendly, focused activities. There's an art show up there at that time, so Old Fashioned Sunday really kicks it off. And then all week you've got stuff. Monday you've got the waiter-waitress race down on Liberty Street. Tuesday is the big race night, so we have the 10-miler and the 5K. Wednesday, what is Wednesday? Wednesday they got a bunch of stuff going on downtown. I believe it's like the craft fair. Thursday is the bed race, and then you've got Beetlejuice playing that night on the waterfront, which is always a big hit. And then you get into the weekend and you've got fireworks night, a lot of great music downtown, and then you've got the parade on Sunday, which I always love. So again, a lot of great things going on. Check it out. Again, I'm going to be advertising everything that's going on throughout the week, and I'll be shooting videos everywhere I go because it is such a fun time here in Newburyport. What else was going on? So just timing-wise, we also have a thing happening next weekend. It's on Saturday from 8 to 12 at Perry Way, 16 Perry Way. That's our Department of Public Services department. And it's Household Hazardous Waste Day. So this is something we do once a year with neighboring communities. So this year we're doing it with West Newbury, Amesbury, Groveland, and Newbury. And we're having it down here. We host it, so it's going to be down at our DPS facility down at Perry Way. And for anyone who has hazardous waste at home and doesn't know how to get rid of them, you can go on our website. So go to cityofnewburyport.com, go to the Recycling, Sustainability, and Energy page, and you'll see a little write-up of this. And you actually can click on a link, and it will show you the types of materials that they'll be accepting at this hazardous waste day. So this is important because especially nowadays, you have to make sure you are disposing things correctly. And then we will have professionals on site to consult and to help determine what can be taken and what not. And then if there's something that they can't take, then they're going to try to give you the best information they can about how you can dispose of that hazardous waste. And that's pretty much my Mayor's Corner this week. I don't have much else going on because this is such a big week here in the city. So like I said, the weather's going to be great. Get out, thank the volunteers and the people who are working all these special events. You're going to see me out and about around town. I want to thank the Department of Public Services team, the DPS. They have been all over town this week, and that's our Parks Division, our Highway Division, even our Water Sewer Division, around town, making sure that this city is ready for Yankee homecoming. And I'm going to tell you right now, the bed race on Thursday, I know Federal Street needs to get paved. That is a big street. We didn't get to it this year. It's probably one of the most expensive streets to do in the city, so we're trying to find the money to do that coming up. But I want to thank the DPS for getting that street ready for the bed race. It'll be a little bumpy, but you know, we put some work in to hopefully smooth it out a little bit for Thursday night, because that is such a fun, busy night. And again, I hope I see you out there. So enjoy this good weather, and I will see you all next time on the Mayor's Corner.